Hi everyone, it's Miss Allison from the Watauga County Public Library, and I'm bringing you a story time about the letter J. The letter J makes the sound J, like at the beginning of the word jellyfish or jet. And the letterling character for letter J is Jumping Jim, and Jumping Jim juggles. And when he juggles, he makes his sound J, J. So let's do our word puzzle. I'm going to give you clues, and all the words start with the letter J, and that J sound. The first one rhymes with lump, but it starts with J. And you might do this over a puddle. Did you think of the word jump? Jump starts with the letter J. All right, let's see. This word is a little old-fashioned. You might not know this word. Sometimes milk comes in one of these. And it rhymes with rug, but it starts with J. Did you think of the word jug? Jug starts with the letter J. We don't use that word very often anymore, jug. And that's sort of an old-timey jug in the picture. All right, this word, you might catch fireflies or lightning bugs in one of these. It rhymes with car, but it starts with J. And the word is jar. Jar starts with the letter J. One more clue. All right, this is something really yummy. You put it on toast or a biscuit, and it rhymes with ram, but it starts with J. And the word is jam. You might have thought of the word jelly. That also starts with the letter J, and it's very similar to jam. So what do we make? This is a lowercase letter J because it has that dot on the top. Looks like this one. The lowercase j. Okay, let's sing our letter J song. It goes like this. We are learning letter J, letter J, letter J. We are learning letter J, 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 J. And let's see if we can come up with an action clue for the word jam. Let's pretend we have a piece of toast and we're spreading jam on with a knife. Jam starts with letter J, letter J, letter J. Jam starts with letter J, 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 J. And another fun one would be jump. If I stand up and jump, you won't be able to see me because I'll be out of the camera, but you guys should stand up at home and jump, and I'll pretend to jump from here. Jump starts with letter J, letter J, letter J. Jump starts with letter J, 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 J. All right, see if you can think of actions for jug and jar, and you can keep singing that song yourself at home. All right, we've got a song for you now. This is my daughter, Clara. She's gonna help me sing it. It's about
a jungle.
A jungle. It's about animals you might see in the jungle or hear in the jungle. It's about the sounds they make. And the first animal we're gonna talk about is a
tiger.
A tiger. And the tiger in our song is going to say, grr, grr. Then we're going to move on to a a crocodile or a croc, and he's going to say chomp, 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 chomp. Next we have a
snake.
A snake, and the snake's going to say Then we have a monkey, fun little monkey, and he's going to say And last we have
a parrot.
A parrot, and the parrot's going to say
squawk, squawk, squawk.
Good job. All right, so we're gonna sing a little song now. It's pretty easy, so when you start to catch on, sing along with us, okay? Ready, Clara? Here we go. I went out to the jungle one day, jungle one day, jungle one day. I met a tiger along the way, and this is what he said. Grr, grr. Good job. I went out to the jungle one day, jungle one day, jungle one day. I met a croc along the way, and this is what he said. Chomp, 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 chomp. I went out to the jungle one day, jungle one day, jungle one day. I met a snake along the way, and this is what he said. I went out to the jungle one day, jungle one day, jungle one day. I met a monkey along the way, and this is what he said. All right. And I went out to the jungle one day, jungle one day, jungle one day. Met a parrot along the way, and this is what he said. Squawk, 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 squawk. Good job. Awesome. All right, so those are some jungle animals. Hope you enjoyed our song. Thanks.
Bye.
I want to share with you really quickly 2 books that I would normally read in a story time that we were doing face-to-face. The first one I think a lot of you are going to know. 5 Little Monkeys Jumping on the Bed. Do you see the letter J in the title of this book? It is right here. Jumping starts with the letter J. Eileen Crystallow does an awesome job illustrating this classic song, and it has just really funny and beautiful illustrations. No more monkeys jumping on the bed. And I'll link below to where you can check this book out in its entirety on NCKIDS Digital. And also I will put instructions about how to access NCKIDS Digital if your grown-ups haven't done that yet. Another book I would probably read in a story time because I love it is Sheep in a Jeep by Nancy Shaw, illustrated by Margot Apple. This is a great book, another classic book. Do you see the J in the title of this book? The J is here. Jeep starts with the letter J. I love this book too, and it's also on NCKIDS Digital. So again, I'll link below where you can check this book out and read the whole thing for yourself. I've noticed that I know a lot of people with J at the beginning of their name. Like my mom's name is Jane, and in kindergarten and pre-K this year, I knew a lot of friends with a J at the beginning of their name, like Jasmine, Jaden, Jetty, Jack, Jackson, Joshua, Jesse, and one name really stands out in my mind because I know a lot of people with this name, and that name is Johnny. My dad's name is Johnny, my nephew's name is Johnny, and I knew 3 people in kindergarten this year named Johnny. So I want to do a song with you called Johnny Works with One Hammer. Johnny starts with the letter J, and my daughter's going to help me do this one in honor of all my Johnny friends. Right, here's our song about Johnny. Johnny starts out with 1 hammer. So we're going to use a hammer like we're hammering nails, and it goes like this. Johnny works with 1 hammer, 1 hammer, 1 hammer. Johnny works with 1 hammer. Now he works with 2. We're going to get 2 hammers out. Johnny works with 2 hammers, 2 hammers, 2 hammers. Johnny works with 2 hammers. Now he works with 3. We're going to use a foot as your 3rd hammer. Ready? Johnny works with 3 hammers, 3 hammers, 3 hammers. Johnny works with 3 hammers. Now he works with 4. 2 feet, 2 hands. Johnny works with 4 hammers, 4 hammers, 4 hammers. Johnny works with 4 hammers. Now he works with 5. What are we going to use as our 5th hammer? Our head. Ready? Johnny works with 5 hammers, 5 hammers, 5 hammers. Johnny works with 5 hammers. Now he works no more. He got tired from all that working, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
All right, thanks. Good job, Clara. I asked Clara to help me with one more J activity, and that's going to be building with jelly beans. Jelly starts with the letter J, and we always have extra jelly beans left over after Easter because no one really likes them in my house, but they're really fun to build with. And I know in kindergarten you're learning the difference between 2D and 3D shapes, and this is a great way to practice making 2D and 3D shapes. If you don't have jelly beans, don't worry, you could use dry pasta and mini marshmallows. If you don't have that, you could probably use like tiny balls of Play-Doh and dry pasta or toothpicks. Lots of different things around your house that you can use to build structures, and it's a lot of fun. The only thing I want to caution you about is the jelly beans are slick and the toothpicks are sharp, so maybe your grown-ups should pre-drill some little holes in the jelly beans so you don't accidentally slip and poke yourself with the toothpick. So I'm gonna let Clara show you how she built a little house for her dragon using jelly beans and toothpicks. Thanks, Clara. I want to talk to you all about an animal that starts with the letter J, and I have something really cool to show you about this animal. The animal is a jellyfish. I think jellyfish are very cool. This is not a real one, but it looks a lot like a real one. It has the bell on top and the tentacles that hang down. And in a real jellyfish, these tentacles catch their food or their prey, like a smaller fish or a shrimp or even a smaller jellyfish. And they have these special venomous cells in their tentacles that stop the food from moving so they can pull it up into their bell and eat it. So that's kind of interesting and different about a jellyfish. And they move really gracefully and beautifully through the water by pulling water into their bell and then squeezing it out, which makes them kind of float and propel themselves along. They're really neat to watch. And so I have linked below to 2 live cams, and a live cam is a camera that's set up on something that's happening right now. And these live cameras are set up at the Monterey Bay Aquarium in Monterey, California. And I've actually been to that aquarium, and they have beautiful jellyfish exhibits there. And now we can enjoy them from our home anywhere. So please go and check that out if you're interested in jellyfish. It's a lot of fun to watch them and really relaxing to watch them, actually. And another thing that I have linked to below is a nonfiction book about jellyfish if you're interested in learning more about them. One more J word I want to talk to you about is juggling. I said last year that I wanted to learn to juggle for my letter J story time. So even though we haven't been in school, I have been practicing juggling with these silk scarves that I borrowed from the library. It has been a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be, but it's fun. So I wanted to show you now what I've been learning. And I know a lot of you at home will not have silk scarves, but don't worry, because the lesson that I have linked to below is an instructor using plastic grocery bags like you would get at Harris Teeter or Lowe's. So I thought that was a really good way to get started with something that acts sort of like a silk scarf and that most of us have already at home. So please check that out if you want to try juggling. I started out with 1, and then I moved on to 2, and now I'm to the point where I'm trying to juggle 3 scarves at one time. It has been difficult, but I want to encourage you that practice does make perfect, and I have noticed that the longer I practice, that I am getting better at it. It just takes effort and time. So if there's something difficult that you want to learn to do, just keep at it, and I think that you will find that you improve and get better at it as you go. All right, so I'm going to try to do 3 scarf juggling for you. Here we go. So not the best, but again, I can tell a big improvement from when I started, when I couldn't even do it one time. So I've enjoyed doing this story time with you today. I hope you'll check out the juggling video and also all the other things that I've linked to below to keep your minds thinking about the letter J. There are read aloud stories, books that you can check out on NCKIDS Digital, craft, that jellyfish live camera that I was talking about, the juggling lesson, and some other fun stuff. So please check that out, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.